Hello guys and gals, and welcome back to the Seaon Brown channel. And what we're doing now is episode 2 of You Build a House. In this series, I'm doing a build of a house. I'm showing you the exact layout. I got blueprints on my website. You'll find the link in the description below. And in this episode, what I'm planning on doing is just adding doors and windows and possibly painting this house. Also, if you haven't seen episode 1, you can click the annotation. It's going to be in the upper left corner, and you can follow along with that. That's where I originally started this video. And right now you see place the door. You can put any door you want, because at this point it's already built and you can just do whatever you like with it. And I'm adding in the stairs. This is post commentary, by the way, so now that I'm looking at it, I hate those stairs. And what I should have done was put in something a little bit more modern and added the side around the stairs so you can't see under them, but you know, it's afterwards, so it'll be fine. You can always do that if you know how to use the constrained floor elevation sheet. And right now I've just changed the roof on this because I thought it looked weird, but now that I think about it, it's probably should have changed the back, but you know, that's how it goes. Sometimes whenever you see a house, you come up with better ideas and you change things around. That's the point of this whole episode series. Is just the first part is to show you how I built the house, and the second is after that you can just pretty much establish anything you want. And right now I'm just adding the stairs to the back, and as you see, it's a double foundation. So with the move objects cheat on, you can add the stairs like that. Otherwise it's just going to tell you can't use it. And by the way, if you have the constrained floor elevation cheat on, you'll get that glitch sometimes, but you can always press E and take the eyedropper tool and just go over it. You don't have to press anything and it'll automatically fix itself. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add in a patio, but I forgot that if you have the walls, when you can use the constrained floor elevation and you split floor them, that it won't allow you to attach the patio directly to that wall. So what you want to do is you want to turn the cheat on, and then add the patio, and then refix the walls if you need to. And I do actually add in a pool later on, but I actually thought this lot might be a little bit bigger than I planned on when I was drawing out the layout of this house. But the pool's kind of small. And by the way, speaking of the layout of the house, if you haven't downloaded the blueprints, I did want to put them on my website, but I have trouble figuring it out sometimes. So right now they're on my Facebook page, and that's facebook.com/TuxedoBrownSims3. So you can always go there. The link will be in the description, and you just right click on them and download them if you want to follow along with this house. And until I can actually figure out how to put them on that website of mine so there's actually a file you can download, it'll be on the Facebook page for a while. So here I'm just going to extend the patio, that way it's even with the pool. And you don't have to add stairs to your patio, but you know, it makes it a little easier so the sim walks up it a little bit faster, I guess. But you know, it just looks better, not my opinion. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add in a fence. It is the same one as the house that's right next door to it. And I think it just helps blend in with the neighborhood. I mean, you don't have to do that, of course. You know, once you build it, it's your house. And you can do anything you want to do with it. But I think this fence has more of a contemporary feel to it. And it just feels more homey, I guess you could say. That and the feeling of privacy that, you know, if you were going to build a house that was semi-realistic, I mean, it's The Sims, so you can build anything you want. But if you wanted to be somewhat realistic, you'd want privacy in your house, and you know, it means high fences. So you can always just add a gate to that one side over there. As you can see, it has a little bit wider edge on it, but I didn't do that in this video. Maybe I'll do it in the next one. I'm not sure if I remember to do that. So next, let's add in a card just for let's see where the drive-through might go. And I think I'm gonna use one. It's one of the, I think it's a Prius or whatever. It's one of those you can get download from the exchange. They have the free ones on there, the family pack or whatever it's called. And by the way, if you didn't know, if you hold down Alt, you can move objects, free move objects the way you want them to, whether it's just sliding them around or turning them, just like that. And I have no idea what car that is, but I use it in a lot of my houses. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I'm putting some windows, and I usually look from the inside of the house. I know I haven't put any walls up on the inside, but yeah, you can always just change that around later. I just like to put in the windows just to get a feel of where the light is going to shine or reflect off the walls, and what kind of windows to put in too. That way, and once you do put in wall and start establishing rooms, you can always change that around, the window placement, and that will, later on will look different, of course, when the light's reflected. But it also helps with the paint a lot. Believe it or not, when you have no windows or no lights in there and you're painting, the paint looks dark and it looks off. So you'll have something that looks established, like you want it there, then you turn the lights on and it's all weird looking, and then you end up doing it all over again. So what you want to do is you want to establish your lighting, whether it's just windows or actual lights, and then paint and put your walls in and all that good stuff. At least that's what works for me whenever I'm trying to build a house. Okay, so next thing I thought, this is going to be a small bathroom, that room right there. I might change the size of it later, but what I want to do now is I'm going to put in some stairs. And this is a fairly small house, and I'd say between 3 to 5 Sims could live there. I mean, if you put bunk beds in and, don't have too many rooms, you can have like 5 Sims in there. But I'm putting a spiral staircase. That way it doesn't take up too much room. Okay, so after this, I'm going to go ahead and go upstairs and add in more windows. And just to, once again, establish where the lighting is coming from. And because if you're going to present this as a video, you want every aspect of it to look good, and not just the way the house looks or the way it's painted or the objects in it. I mean, if you're going to look out of a window or have a beach house, have a beach background. That's just a tip from me. I'm no expert. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to tell you how to make your video. I'm just going to give you a little tip on that. At least that's my way I look at it. Okay, so now that we have the windows, the doors, the stairs in, let's go ahead and add in some interior walls and make some room. We're going to start upstairs, and this house is going to have, the only real rooms that are going to be up in this house will be like upstairs, and it's going to be 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom up there, and they're going to be fairly small, of course. So there'll probably be 2 single bedrooms, and then the bedroom for the parents, I guess, the adults in the house. And you see the room on the left over there, that's going to be one of the bedrooms, and then the small room beside it's going to be a bathroom. So that's the way I'm doing this house. If you're going to go ahead and do this layout and follow this house, why don't you go ahead and then establish the rooms differently? That way, if you make a video, and you can make a video response to this one, showing me and anyone else who watches exactly what you did that was different. Because not every house is built the same. And not every builder will think the same thing that I am. So you don't have to follow this to the T. It's just a guide for anyone who wants to learn how to make houses and is having a little bit of trouble coming up with their own ideas. That's pretty much the point of this series. Okay, so let's go downstairs now. And what I'm going to do is, it's not really making rooms. I mean, what you're going to do is, what I do is I put up walls, and then open them back up. So that is, in the game, it counts as one room, but it feels like separate rooms. Like right here, I'm just going to cut that one off. But then I go back and it's another room. That's going to be where the seating room is. That one is the smaller one is cut off. And now what I'm trying to establish here is the kitchen. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. Like this, wall isn't completely attached. And once I move this window over here or get rid of it, I end up making this into a kitchen so that your Sims can just walk from room to room. It's not any doors, it's not any archways. So what you can do in these open sections is put columns with the move object sheet on. At least that's what I do whenever I do that. Like, you'll see that in a few of my houses, that if you ever watch them, that sometimes they'll just be wide open rooms, but there'll be columns that kind of establish hallways, I guess, because they're not doors or arches. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this series short. As you can see, we got a patio. We have 2 foundations that you can build on. You got 3 bedrooms, the bathroom up there, a little seating area, room for a kitchen, a seating room, and I guess where the stairs are, the spiral staircase, you can add a study, which is right beside the bathroom, sorry. But that's pretty much it for this video, so thanks for watching.